Here on the Trail Life and More channel, we like old rigs. We like to fix them up and restore them. Then we like to take them out on the trail for some old school classic wheeling. But today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to play with toys. I had a birthday a couple days ago, New Year's Eve. Thank you. I turned 46 years old, and my wife knows very well that I like old Land Cruisers, specifically FJ40s, and so she bought me this toy. This is an old FJ40. I don't know if we could call it Legos. It looks a lot like Legos to me. I think Lego lost their patent recently, and now all these various companies have their own versions, like Kobe, and this one is called Nifeliz. And this building set is for 16 and up, and it's over 2,000 pieces, and it's going to take me a while to do it. So for all you folks out there that think watching somebody build Legos would be a lot of fun, I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse it. Let's get started. Instructions. Those are important. Glad we have those. Let's see, we have 378 steps, 2,101 pieces, wheels and tires. I don't recognize the tread pattern. There's 5 of them, that's important. That does not look like one step. 56 pages for step number 1. And here's step number 2. Holy smokes. Alright, well, let's get started. Okay, so I am midway through step 1, and it turns out I'm missing a piece that's black, like this, and a little bit longer. And thankfully my kids loved Legos as a kid, and so we have a box of random Legos, a very large box of random Legos that I dug through. And I found a piece that I believe will work. Yeah, that was step 1. So this is it so far. It actually has a neutral position. So the engine runs, these gears don't turn. And then you can put it in, I believe this is high. Oh, and then you can shift it up here. Yeah, that was low, this is high. So anyways, that's step 1. Well, it's day 2, and we are on part 2. And step 58. Let's get started. There's a dynamic version, and I have the static version. So these blue sections are for dynamic. Yes, it can be motorized. I have the static version, or I'm missing a motor. I think I have the static version. So. Okay, part 2 is done. So here she is. Got the bezel installed. It's got a functional winch, which kind of surprises me. Part of the suspension done. The directions are great. I think a younger kid could actually do this if they have the attention span for it. This is day 2 of what will probably turn into 7 days. See you tomorrow. Well, it's day number 3. We're on part 3 of 716,442 parts to make this FJ into a vehicle. Starting to wear on me. I can't lie to you guys, this is pretty tough. This is a tough life. But I will endure. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second here because this part is actually pretty cool. I actually just built a differential. Check this out. Alright, we finished step 3, part 3. Step 163, part 3. Well, actually 164. Tomorrow, part 4. Just a warning for those of you that are crazy enough to try this. We are on part 4. In part 1, some of the pieces that were included were these little rubber things that I didn't use, and I just kind of thought that they were for the motor, for the dynamic version, which I don't have. Well, here we are in part 4, and it's telling me I need to use them. So thankfully I didn't toss them, which who would do that? You just put them in miscellaneous Lego bin like normal Americans, but 64 steps later for part 4, and I have come to an end. Starting to look a little bit like an FJ now. Okay, day 5, here we go. Starting with this. Alright, another one of those situations take place. This piece, that came from set number 1, I believe, and I have to use it on part number 5. Okay, we finished part 5, got to step 279. Actually starting to look like an FJ. It's got a tire on it even, and a shovel. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's real. Well, it is the weekend, and we are gonna bust both parts 6 and 7 out in one day and get this thing wrapped up. Let's get her done. Something interesting came up on part 6. You could either have back seats or you could have a roll bar, you know, for safety. have a hood. Okay, part 6 is complete, and it took us through steps 323. So there you go. Looks like an FJ. It's got a fold down window for safety. Apparently this FJ has a snorkel, so it can ford water up to, I guess, here. Part 7 coming up. Okay, it is day 6.5 and we are on part 7, final step. We'll be putting the top on and wheels on and taking it for a spin. Let's get started. Well, she's all complete. It's a FJ40 from Nifeliz. It's 2,100 and some odd pieces. A whole lot of steps to get her done. It's rated for 16 plus, but honestly their instructions are so good. I think that a younger group can do it as long as they have the attention span for it. I did spend 6 days on it, about an hour and a half per part. So do the math. Several hours. It's pretty cool though. It's got a functional winch. It's got an opening and closing hood. Swing away tire carrier. Swing away gas can. I believe. Yeah, the doors open up. Back window opens up. It's got functioning doors. It's pretty good. It's pretty high quality. Instructions were excellent. The pieces are pretty stout, so when you put them together, they're difficult to get apart. Make sure you get them together right the first time. I think I was missing 4 pieces altogether. We have a lot of scrap Legos laying around, so I was able to go ahead and replace them with just stuff my kids had from when they were younger. So it wasn't any of the unique pieces, like the things that appear to be custom made just for the FJ. It does have functioning steering wheel, just in case you want to do that. It does have a functioning transmission too, but only for high and low gear, obviously. When you turn the wheels, the engine goes up and down, unlike a real FJ. That's still kind of cool. But there you go. Functioning snorkel for that water fording you ever do with it. Apparently there's a dynamic version of this as well, that you can put a motor that goes inside in the back here, and motorizes it. I don't think it comes with a controller, so honestly I'm not sure. I guess if it was on a stand and you turn it on, you can watch all the wheels spin. But other than that, I'm not sure what the point of having a dynamic version would be. But it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. The suspension's functioning. And that's that. I think the one thing I'm not happy with as far as the Legos go, Nifeliz, is these taillights. They just flop. I don't know why they didn't design it so that they were fixed, but they just rotate up and down on both sides. So that's the one flaw that I've seen. Other than that, for the Lego kit, it's pretty good. So there it is. Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40 by Nifeliz.